if my opponent knows what he's doing, he's going to see that I'm going for a folding pass. So what he will normally do is go out with this leg onto the ground, reverse shrimp, yeah, that way, yeah, exactly, and now try to pummel his hooks back in so that he can get a better guard, okay? That's a very common reaction you're going to see with this kind of a pass, is that he tries to reverse shrimp out and re-pummel his hooks in to get to re-establish guard. So if I come here, yeah, exactly, this sort of thing. Now I have the whole, and a lot of people might just start locking up half guard here, and now we have to do our half guard passing and everything, okay? So, but the cool thing is we can use that switch to pass the guard, okay? So, essentially it's here, I'm starting to go for the Michael Jackson, he shrinks out, and I switch to a knee slide. Okay? Because the advantage of this reverse shrimp action for us, it's a fairly big motion. Yeah, that's a fairly big motion. Even if he's doing it fast, that gives us a good amount of time to switch our pass. So, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just switching the pass from the folding pass directly into a knee slide. Okay? So, showing again. So I'm here. Michael Jackson, he shrinks out, and boom. Okay? Yeah. It looks a lot more impressive than it really is. Okay, all I'm doing, let's do it on the other side so that I can show the knee slide part. So, okay. All I'm really doing is I'm coming here, and when he starts to knee slide out, I'm just bringing this leg on top of his thigh. That's really all I'm doing. And then I can just slide in. And this is why you want to keep your hands on the mat and not go immediately for a crossface, because now I've got my underhook. Okay? So if I'm doing this and immediately going for the crossface here, oh sorry, I had myself. If I'm going for the crossface here and he reverse shrimps out, yeah, exactly. Now he's got his underhook. He can start doing wrestle ups now. Yeah, exactly. This is bad for me. So you want to keep your hands on the mat and you want to keep them close to his hips. Okay? So from here, I start to reverse shrimp. I start to Michael Jackson, he reverse shrimps, and you see my hand is now on his hip. Okay, that's what I want. And then come over, and I can shoot through for a knee slide. Okay? Let's go that a bit, and then we'll go to some sparring. Okay, so something else that's often going to happen is I come in with a frame, and I just frame him back. I frame him away and come up with an elbow like this. Okay? And from here, I can start getting my guard back in, and now, yeah, exactly. Now we start again, or I can start sweeping or something like that. Okay? So the action on the side of my opponent is cross chest, forearm across the chest, frame, come up on an elbow, and kick him away. Like this. Okay? Now here the problem is the Michael Jackson pass isn't really going to help him, because if he tries it, I've got a nice frame. Okay? This is going to kill his pass. So it's how do we kill this frame so that we can continue the pass, okay? So that's the next thing we're going to work on. So we're in here, and he comes and starts and kick away. Yeah. That's what his action is. Okay? Go back. Okay. So he starts to come. Stop when you get the frame here. Okay. So he comes up here, and what we're going to do is, I can't really push against. He can hold all my weight like this, no problem. Okay. And he's got his forearm on my throat. Actually, it's not very comfortable. So pushing into his frame isn't going to work. But it's actually just like what we're doing with the Michael Jackson pass. If I push into this knee, that doesn't help. If I come outside the knee, now I can kill it. Okay? And we're going to do the same sort of thing, except instead of trying to push in, we're going to push down. So when he gets his frame, I'm going to come up and basically bring my arm in here, or my head in here, okay? You're not really, try to choke me. Yeah, that's exactly it. So I mean without trimming up, just try to grab a choke.
Yeah, I wouldn't even try it, I guess.
Yeah, but I just want to illustrate a point. So we come in here, I bring my hand here, yeah, you try to clean. You can't really get a choke. He has to completely reposition himself to get any kind of choke. So if I just stay there and he just stays there, there's no danger of a choke. Okay, so just again to illustrate, don't move out of the way. Just stay where you're in position. Just try to get a choke from where we are. Okay, I just want to illustrate that.
Yeah.
So, okay, because he will have to reposition, and that's going to give me a pass. So if we come up here, I come down here, and I'll just try to choke him.
He has no chance.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have my arm.
Yeah, exactly. He has to take away his arm, and he can't really. Yeah, exactly. And then I can just pull my head back up. Yeah. Exactly. That was what I was going to point out. So it looks like you're in danger of being choked because the arm is there. You're not, because he can't choke you one arm like that. And the minute he takes that other arm away, that's where you can smash him. Okay? So if he's bad, he will try to choke you and you say thank you, because that basically gives you the pass. Okay? But we're going to assume right now, actually let's not assume our opponent is good. Right now let's do exactly that. Okay? We'll assume our opponent isn't the smartest guy on the planet. He tries to choke you from there, and how we use that to pass. Just because I think most people will probably try to do that at lower levels. So we come here, he tries to choke me.
But then I would have to move my head.
Yeah, and then, exactly. And we do exactly that. So we just basically, it looks like a big complicated action. It's not. All we have to do is with our other arm, the minute we notice he starts to hip out, we just stop his hips, and then we can go outside. So we're here. He tries to frame up. Yeah. I kill the frame. He tries to, and then I immediately block his hips, and I'm also shoving his legs down here. Okay? Try to half guard. Yeah, exactly. You don't really have a half guard, and now I can start basically climbing up your body. Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to do from here. It's not something that's going to happen at higher levels, because most people at higher levels are going to know you're not getting that pass, and they won't try. They'll try something that's going to be more likely. So, but right now we'll just go with the assumption that that Jan's a little dumb, and he tries to choke me from there. Okay? So we come here, bring it down, grab those hips, and move the legs to the same side at the same time. If you can grab that outside knee, go ahead, and now you just climb up his body. Okay? So, pretty easy, but again, against lower level people, that's going to happen. Okay? Let's work on this.